All right, wrapping up the day with another run back of Jund Dinos. We played this earlier this week or late last week maybe, and it was really sweet. Just pretty good, clean, efficient aggro. Raptor and Huntmaster allow for some really explosive draws. Regisaur, Ripjaw, and Regisaur Alpha with Cleave is very good. Rampaging Ferocidon is super powerful against both life gain decks like the White Devotion, while also being good against what's it called? Being good against Field of the Dead, making a bunch of zombies, has Menace as well. And then Commune with the Dinos really kind of ties the room together. It's a card that makes our 3-color mana base more consistent, making the splash for Regisaur pretty free, and also gives us more consistent access to all of our dinosaurs. It's not quite Once Upon a Time, but it's close. So let's go ahead and head on into some matches here with this and see how it goes. It's not Once Upon a Time, it's The Land Before Time. But that's great. That's a good one, yeah. Sign me up. 2, 3, 4. Can get these dinos through the door. 5, 6, 7, 8. He's so angry, chat. Why is he so angry? These sleeves are gorgeous. You are not wrong. What do you think about Historic getting actual vintage cards like those? I don't know, some of the Planeswalkers are probably fine. I think I'm just playing defense here. I feel like as this game goes along, my cards are probably a little better than theirs. I don't think I want to, I could deal, if I deal 5 to them, I take 4 on the backswing, and I think that exchange is currently not good for me. You know. The part where we just stand here and look awkwardly at each other. Just like waiting on an Embercleave, basically. Yep. Yeah, at some point they're gonna hit lands and play like Ayara into Grey Merchant. Yeah, that's pretty good too. Go, Cleave Racer, go, Cleave Racer, go, Cleave Racer, go. This is a song I did not know I needed. It is. It's a good one. Makes our creatures indestructible. I don't know about that, but it's gonna let him bring the hammer down. That's for sure. Do they have a murderous rider here? Is the question. Yeah. Yep. I definitely don't think we're guaranteed to win this game by any means. It's gonna be close still. If they like tap out for something that's not Grey Merchant and we like rip Regisaur, we could be okay. Yeah. So 7 ball, so we're just like dead to the next Grey Merchant here. I don't know, figure it out. Who's got 2 thumbs and is dead to their other Grey Merchant next turn? This guy right here. Smush! So we're attacking for 10, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, plus 9, 28 total. And anytime any of their creatures die, they lose a life, thanks to Midnight Reaper. Why'd you have to start thinking about Follow the Thread? I just played against the most miserable Thread deck. You love to see it. It's not, things that is not my job to do. Figure out how you live or die here. And like, yeah, so we'll see. So this is 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. I think these blocks put them to 1. I think these blocks put them to 1. Because they take 4, and they take 12 as 16, and they take 17 on this trigger here. I believe they're going to 1. I am dead to Grey Merchant number 2, plus a land, plus a 1-drop. Because they can attack. So if they attack me to 5, they go 1-drop, second Grey Merchant, kill me. And they drew a lot of cards here, so, yep. Really close game. Really close game. Do I have enough mana to Grey Merchant here? I'm going to give you a timeout because you were wrong. Super-de-duper wrong. It's borderline offensive how wrong you were. Do I want removal in this matchup? I think I want to just run them down. Let's do it. Stamp it. Thanks for the 14 months. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Thanks for keeping me around. Sure. Untapped red source. Stubborn Denial will be a good reprint in Ikiora. Is that card, did they confirm Ferocious is coming back? Very patient on the opponent's part here. Okay, so the problem with your question like that, Defender of Cats, is you're asking me to make a decision in hindsight, which is a shit way to make decisions. So to answer your question aggressively, I think my play was right. That's why I made the play I made at the time. And like, should I have made different decisions with hindsight information? You can't really look at that. You have to look at decisions through the lens of the information that you had at the time. And if you think there's a reason why, with the information that I had at the time, the decision I arrived at was wrong, feel free to put it up there. But I made the decision in the moment. If I think I make an incorrect decision, I'll talk about why I think it was wrong on stream. If you don't hear me say, I think this play was wrong and this is why it was wrong potentially, I think the play I made was correct. Woof. They are Legion, chat. Are we dead? Pretty close to it, huh? If I attack with this, and next turn they attack with everything, this is 5, 6, 7. Yeah, we're just dead. Our mana was pretty awkward early. The fact that when we finally deployed Regisaur, it just died to a Murder Strider was tough. Is Kalitas an historic? No. Well, perfect. Like these two plus at least 2 lands, just like basically always a snap keep. Just everything you want. They're just a lot more painful, Wargy. I don't know. I think the numbers on the colors are fine when you consider the fact that we have the dino, what's it called? We have the Land Before Time in our deck. So the 24 months, Raven, I appreciate that. Welcome back. I saw Hacksaw. Christy and I have been effectively shut down for the last, like, week and a half already, so, like, our lives aren't gonna change. I'm glad to see the governor of Illinois being responsible, though. I think I'm gonna hold Regisaur here, because I feel like that chump block on the rat kind of implies that they're... Excuse me? Was that a misclick? Or... Driving in my Dino beep beep. Hope no one wrecks into me. I think we trim drovers so there's less things that get caught in their sweepers. I think Embercleave probably trims here. It's a pretty good, pretty clean sideboard plan. Maybe I trim another one of these and bring the last Ferocidon in. That seems fine. I think I like it. Although I guess, actually, instead of the Huntmasters, let's leave the Drovers in because Drover helps me cast Agonizing Remorse. Yeah, let's do that. A little bit less aggressive in some ways. Well, they couldn't kill it, Occam. Tyrant Scorn can't kill things that have converted mana cost more than 3. So they bounced it. And I guess they were just trying to tempo. They must not have been thinking about the activated ability. I think I lead on this just to get a lay of the land before we start diving in here. I think I'm going to go ahead and take their threat. I think we have, like, just enough things to, like, play through their removal spells here. That's one I like. Keep their threat off the table. I'm gonna lead on Drover here because I'd rather this die than my Marauding Raptor die. It's amazing what work from home has done for my shilling growth. It's like the opposite of watching the Dow. It's funny because it's sad. It's funny because it's sad, chat. I am playing in Todd's streamer thing tomorrow. I'm gonna submit Blue-Green Merfolk. I posted a deck list that's almost exactly what I'm gonna submit in the subs Discord yesterday. So it's tomorrow afternoon. Like 2 p.m. Central, I believe. It's a Pioneer tournament for people that aren't familiar. So it will not be Magic Arena, unfortunately. I need to, like, actually sit down and look at their things. It's being coordinated by Todd and other people, so the information hasn't been super clear. I know it's for an org that helps get people food that need food, that are unable to afford that, which is a lot of people in the situation we're currently going through. So, good cause, but exactly what it is and how donations are going to happen, I need to sit down and set that up tomorrow morning or tonight. So, sword? They can't Tyrant Scorn Ceratops, right? Cleave ho! Little stubby arms. Great big swords. Oh, they're gobbling my Ceratops. They made him a little bit smaller. That's okay, he's still got a great big sword. Yes, Magic Arena is getting a tournament that awards you novelty sleeves and client, and Magic Online is getting tournaments with hundreds of dollars worth of prizes and multiple Pro Tour invites. You be the judge of which platform is designed for competitive Magic players. in. That's a trick question, Jeff. Neither. That's not true. Magic the Gathering Online is an incredible amount of competitive support. Sleeves are a sign of a true competitor. They really are, and that's why if you're gonna play Paper Magic anytime soon, consider BCW products. They are great sleeves. Easy context shill. Love me a context shill in the morning. A shill as smooth as the shuffle. These aren't tournaments. Oh, I'm aware, Wargy. Magic Arena doesn't really have tournaments. That's part of what I'm trying to highlight. That's part of the problem. Maybe I should have just played Ripjaw here. I'd have to shock to do it, though. They actually hold up to shuffling really good, Rutherford. They're a great product. I haven't replaced my shuffling sleeves in a long time. If we draw an untapped land here, we get to play another Ripjaw, which would be great. Defense. Defense. I don't really want to block with these. Do I want to attack with them? No, I don't really want to trade for their 2/2s. Goblin Matron here, 1/1 for 3, obviously made bigger by their thing. When you hit view printed card, it strips away the beautifulness, so I'm going to try and avoid doing that. Gets them a Goblin. Alright. I'm going to start attacking here. I need to pressure them, I think, before they get the Siege Gang Commander down. The old 1-mana 7/6. It didn't have haste, so, like, I'm not really sure if it's even playable, because, like, it costs 1 mana, but it didn't have haste. Feels kind of loose. This match is very important. We're currently fighting to assert tribal dominance here. It's a battle for the soul of tribes. Cleave-ho! Big dumb dinos. Bum 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 bum. Above average draw, you could make the argument. I should have played this before they got to blockers to let them know they were just dead. Now they're sitting here thinking about blockers. Missed the value play of just like letting them know they were dead pre-blocks. Crunch. Oh. Ha! Ha! Oh, they forgot about the flavor text, chat. They forgot about the flavor text. That's so great. You love to see it. You love to see it. Opponent I missed the flavor text. Opponent missed the flavor text. You know, what is there to do with that much flavor anyways? Goblin Trashmaster has sacrifice a goblin, destroy target artifact. Yes, yes it does. It most definitely does that. They're not like, we've all been there before, right? Like, they're not playing that card for that effect, right? Yeah, we were probably ahead regardless. I think that's accurate. Yeah, it's like forgetting the passive on the Planeswalker. Yep. This is actually really annoying because my Drover looking for a red source here for this Flame Sweep. Huh? How greedy is it to take this instead? Pretty greedy, he said to himself before doing it anyways. Thanks for the 26 months, Sarah. I appreciate it. You're giving it to a smaller streamer. Is that a comment about my weight? I know I've been eating a lot of potato chips since quarantine start, but I think that's a little harsh. You've been stuffing yourself with Uncrustables behind the screen. I've actually been, so because we're like waiting as long as possible to go out to get more groceries. Ugh, that's gross. I've been focusing on eating actual bread as opposed to the Uncrustables. We're waiting for the actual bread to be bread to be gone before I dig into those. Although Declan's still eating Uncrustables. Declan doesn't like regular PB&Js, but he likes the Uncrustables. They are delicious and frozen, so you know. I'm getting punished for my greed, chat. This game is nothing like America. The greedy are being punished. Please make this game more like America and give me the land I don't deserve next turn. Speaking of greed going unpunished, apparently McConnell put forth a relief bill that explicitly excludes low-income people from receiving relief. It is unreal that people... What is wrong with people in Kentucky? There's no way that everything is okay in that state. The low-income people aren't losing as much money, so they don't need any relief. That's probably the logic put forth. I want to offer you a job at Fox News. Of course, Andy. We aim to please around here. Opponent mulligan to 5, and we have double Flame Sweep. Seems to be bode well for our hero. Really don't understand why they're not attacking with this Firebrand. I mean, we take those here, but seems strange. Yeah, places where there's colleges usually are blips of blue. Yeah, maybe they think I have Land War Elves or something. I want to just kill it right away. Well, so, count out, timeout, stop counting at 99 plus. Twitch just says 99 plus when someone has that many. Goodbye, friends. Let's just sweep this under the rug like Joe Biden's awful voting record and pretend it doesn't exist, huh? That's great, Draven. Whee! Putting a stop on my upkeep here, so this way if they play blockers out next turn, I can Flame Sweep in response to my discard trigger. Not much of a game 3 here. Close game 1. Greedy game 2. Runaway game 3. Bald Space Jesus. The dinos are coming for you. Excellent hand. 1, 2. Hopefully this finds us a 3 or 4 drop to play on 3 off the Drover. Perfect. Didn't even need it. I'm gonna do it anyways. In for Regisaur, I think. I'm gonna get Domri's Ambush here. Glad I picked up Rotting Regisaur. Fills in the curve even after that dies. Oh god, that's so good! Holy crap! I just wasn't even comprehending what was about to happen. This thing makes 3 mana if it gets a 1/1 counter from anything. That's busted, chat. It's good clean living right there. If they attack with Questerson, I'm going to go ahead and block here. So that way I don't have to discard a card next turn, because my hand's pretty okay. Hopefully they don't take us down to Cleveland. Illinois is about to go into lockdown, Bald Space Jesus. I can't go to Cleveland with you. Does he have another ambush? Clothis, sure. So this, can we even win from here? Like, if they just, like, sit back and, like, do their thing, like, Clothis just, like, kills us in 5, right? All right, what are we doing here? Savage Stomp seems good. Trophy seems good. Ferocidon out and Embercleave out. They're probably an Embercleave deck themselves, so Brontodon's probably better than Ceratops here. Yeah, build seems sweet. I mean, Clothis is a great card, right? The only thing that's really kind of innovative in their deck is the inclusion of Incubation Druid, which has really awesome synergy with Ambush. I guess it's synergy assuming your opponent has 1 toughness things. We're still just like 2 reasonable cards that are awesome together. We have to go Commune into Huntmaster into Regisaur smack for 7 on turn 3. You love to see it, chat. Alright, dear opponent, please don't stomp on me. Don't do it. Have a heart. Oh no. That was the one thing I explicitly asked you not to do, opponent. Regisaur tends to be pretty good in matchups like this. To be a good bit bigger than a lot of the stuff they have going on. Maybe I'm supposed to keep Commune and ditch the Drover here. And I think next turn, I'm going to gamble a little bit. Buy something nice in this terrible time. Thank you, Paula. I appreciate it. I think I'm going to ditch Drover so that way I can cast a Regisaur if I draw one, or a Sword. So, punish for not keeping the threat, but I think that gamble is correct. I think it's right to play to my powerful outs there. Like, 6 of my best draws need to land. And, like, the 3/3 is just kind of whatever. It's, like, fine, but, like, not worth the potential downside, I don't think. Cleave. 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 Okay, so this is now lethal, and I have a pseudo chump blocker. It absorbs 3 points of damage. Ambush, yeah. Second ambush? Man, we just got dismantled. I trimmed 1 cleave. Because sometimes you need to be a little bit more reactive in matchups like this, because otherwise their threats get real big and scary. It's a tough one, chat. Cleveland's how we win this one. I don't think that's strictly true. I think a number of our dinosaurs are bigger than their creatures, and we can definitely win without it in a lot of situations. Fling is much, much worse than Embercleave. Like, by a significant amount. I also think if we wanted more big things, Galta would be good, but I think just 4 Cleave and 4 Regisaur is plenty. I think on average that's more than enough gas. I wonder if the queues are actually faster in the historic event. It still feels weird to me that they left up the constructed event alongside the ladder. Wonder if it's a test or if they plan to do that permanently. Getting punished for hitting them here. They get to power up their Knight of the Ebon Legion now. What are spells? Baby, don't hurt me. Don't hurt me no more. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay. Oh, I could have played a tapped land, right? This only cost me 4. Am I willing to trade this for 2 Gutter Bones? I don't think I am, actually. Let's just pass back. With Cleave in hand, every body I have is more valuable. Ooh, Pack Rat. All dinos have haste, so let's try and find a friend. Regisaur, eh? So if I take one of these, I can play it and then shock in a land and then still cleave here in combat if they don't have a removal spell. The basic's a great draw because it makes cleave less obvious. Put Cleave down over here. I want the Gutter Bones to hit my Ripjaw because then I draw a card there. I could have put it on Regisaur here to make sure that these traded instead of them eating mine, but I think I'd rather just push extra damage here, putting them to 1. Oh yeah, and then Phyrexian kills them, right? Perfect. Good clean live in. Greatness at any cost, eh? Any cost? Are you sure? Are you sure you're sure? Trophy and Stomp sound good. I think on the draw especially. Ferocidon's the first card we trim against aggressive decks. Exactly as planned. Stop hitting yourself. Stop hitting yourself. Stop hitting yourself. Bob's test most resonated for me when playing Vintage and flipping Blightsteel. Ain't that the truth? I'm supposed to take a bigger threat there rather than this since I already had a 2, 3, 4. The upside to Marauder living is pretty high though, which is nice. If he lives, I get to stick this and draw a card. This curve is just so great. Cards have such great synergy for being designed so far apart. Being in such different sets. Yep. I'm gonna sack my Raptor here. Howdy, Sego. So we'll do this. This is gonna fetch a swamp and trophy the Rankle next turn, I think. Yeah, I should have been greedy and discarded the land there. Flooding feels bad. Just lets them attack with everything here. Nice, Beansy. Yeah, I think we can down that every day since we grouped up the heavy hitters together. Probably kill the hard most days. Although I might start spending my extra keys on Nightmare. Yeah, there's a good draw. $54 months is a lot. I think I'll get to 55 or I'll just be dead of COVID. I think everybody dead's probably a little bit. On the pessimistic side, we're gonna be, I think a lot of us are gonna be all right. Even more of us if we all take things responsibly. Kinda surprised the arena stayed in. Cleave ho! Bye, friend. I did, Trey. It's all... The GOP took a gamble when they elected this buffoon. Chat. The Play Artifact Twitter account has posted that the project's not dead. Is that can't be real, right? There's no way that's gotta be some kind of government conspiracy, right? That's the deep state Trump's been talking about. The long haul. And for those of you out there who are wondering what's Artifact, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. You put any stock in the anti-Biden argument that if he gets elected in 2020, how would that even make sense? I don't understand why that would make sense. Trey, it seems like some fun.
Sorry I'm late. Trust me, I have a plan.
Valve's Artifact reboot is so large as to potentially be calling Artifact 2 the Electric Boogaloo. I might have added the Electric Boogaloo part, but it's good and they should keep it. Just to tell you where I'm at, Trey. Just so it's abundantly clear. I'm kind of the opinion at this point that Bernie should be dropping out. He's far enough behind, and holding general elections with people voting in person is dangerous enough with what's going on that he should not still be running, in my opinion. If it was a normal year in normal times, I would think he should stay in and run it down to the wire, but I think it was incredibly irresponsible for the last states that ran primaries in person to do so. As someone who's like given hundreds of dollars to his campaign and like had the banner on my stream, like it needs to be done because it's unrealistic that he could get there, and it's actively dangerous to encourage people to go out and vote. Garasamam, thank you for the 2 months. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Thanks for keeping me around. A lot of tough choices there for this opponent. Our hand's pretty good. They have a second Thought Erasure. Oh, they're just killing my Drover inside of my draw step, so I can't use it for mana. Rude. Let's take Ripjaw. Let's play Rotting Regisaur. I'd prefer they post primaries and keep debating. So the problem with that, Andrew, is we're going to be in the general election before you know it, right? Like, the general is November. And, like, again, like, what we're currently experiencing is going to last. Like, we could be looking at social distancing protocols and things like that for, like, upwards of 6 months. The last few states were not close in favor of Biden. That's the reality. Like I said, in normal times, I think you should run it all the way down to the wire. I don't know. Okay, so they named Huntmaster. Oh, and they're gonna name another card here. So getting super punished for attacking in, because my Regisaur is just like stuck behind here forever. Get to bounce a Marauding Raptor here and smack us for 7. Really?
I got this.
Oh, sure. I don't know. I just hope I'm wrong, Trey, and I hope that him winning with no presence is going to carry over to the general. Hope that can translate to success in the general. There are definitely people that I think would vote for Bernie in the general that won't vote for Biden, that aren't going to vote in a primary. So I hope I'm wrong. I hope I'm wrong, and I hope having his entire platform be "I'm not Trump." I hope that's a good enough platform. I'm pessimistic that the platform of, hey, I'm not Trump is good enough, but we'll see. I'm gonna show up and vote for Biden in November, but I don't intend to send him money. He's not exciting. He doesn't represent my values. I will cast a vote for not Trump. I'm not gonna campaign for him. I'm not gonna do anything extra. Hey, congrats, Stormy. Thanks for keeping... Glad everything went swell. As someone who's decidedly not a fan of Joe Biden, I think saying Joe Biden is 2/3 Trump is an intellectually dishonest article, and you need to stop saying crap like that, because it's just very not true. You can criticize Joe Biden's crap record and the things that suck about him, well, without living in a fantasy land while doing so. Yeah, I think Biden got up on national television and lied to the American people point blank about his voting record, and then they decided they didn't care and they voted for him anyways. So I don't know. I'm riddled with privilege. Myself and my family are likely to be okay regardless of if it's Bernie or Biden. I was always of the opinion that I thought Bernie could do more good for more people, but apparently people disagree. You know, they've voted. That's reality. It's just how it goes. Two to 3 hexproof horse in my sideboard for this matchup. And other ones, that seems fine. I don't know. I don't really have a strong opinion either way. This is my first time playing this matchup. I don't know. None of my votes matter, Requiem League. I'm in a blue state anyways, so my ticket goes blue anyway. My ticket goes blue regardless. Like, the district that I live in is incredibly gerrymandered, and we have I don't even think the incumbent Republican congressman I have has a Democrat running against him or anyone running against him this election cycle. So pretty sure I just like have a couple of local things to vote on and then that's it. Darren LaHood is my local representative. Alright, I'm gonna give you an unironic timeout for shitting on Bernie Sanders. You can go be a fake progressive with Elizabeth Warren somewhere else. Elizabeth Warren did more to torpedo my faith and willingness to trust politicians, especially ones that are Democrats, more than anything else.
I'll protect you.
My general election vote will be for not Trump. It won't be for Joe Biden. If there was another option that was other than Joe Biden for a not Trump vote, I would vote for them. Biden does not represent my values. I don't think he's a good person. I would do not want him to be president. But to set an incredibly low bar, his name is not Donald Trump. Warren has torpedoed. I put my faith in a few different people this election cycle, and every single one of them, other than Bernie Sanders, torpedoed that faith at some point over the course of the election. I couldn't win an election in my district, meatballs. Very, very gerrymandered, very red. Wait, they just died, right? Alright, just check in. God bless. They forgot about the hero of the precinct 1 trigger. That's what I was hoping would happen. Like that was the out there. The out there was exactly that. You know, play to your outs, I guess. I think I'm fine with how we boarded. Do I even want Agonizing Remorse? Actually, I think I don't. I think I just want, like, cards that play to the board. I'm gonna board in 2 trophies and the 3rd Flame Sweep on the draw, rather than trying to poke at their hand. It's unrealistic for Bernie to win the nomination at this point, and it's actively dangerous to encourage people to go out and vote in any elections that are coming up. And that sucks, but that's the reality. I'm looking at the map of your district that's really well. Yeah, I'm in the district that's just outside the actual Bloomington proper. It's gerrymandered around most of Bloomington and around some of Peoria to be primarily cornfields and farmers. Oh yeah, you know, I told you LaHood's my representative, so you can see exactly which one it is. No, you're looking right at it, I'm sure. If you listen to the words that came out of my mouth, I said he's incredibly unlikely to win, and I said in a normal election year where encouraging people to go out and vote is a good thing and not something that could literally kill them or others, I would want Bernie to stay in the race. This is not a normal year. And pretending that it's a normal year and acting like all the things you do during a normal year you should do this year is not just idiotic, it's flat out dangerous.
Stand by and watch. No, I am not making this up as I go.
Oh, they meddling maged me. That's super rude. I guess that makes sense, though. I took an extra damage here I didn't have to take. Should have played this first. I didn't need to take the damage from that there.
I've got it.
Second Ceratops is lethal here. Sword's lethal. Isn't protection a fun and interesting mechanic, chat? Isn't protection a fun and interesting mechanic? Don't mind me. Doop, doop, doop. Don't mind me. Just creeping on over. Tiny little arms, big giant sword, chat. Cleave ho! Yeah, I feel like this is pretty reasonable. There's been some discussion about the mana base, and I think the mana base here is fine. I think, like I said when we talked about it, I think with Commune with the Dinos and Drover, you hit your colors pretty consistently. We haven't really had super issues casting our spells, even when we had Remorse and Trophy and stuff. Yeah, it is. I think I'm going to go ahead. I had my graphics guy do up a banner for this one. I like the look of the list a lot. I think it's got the tools to keep up with a lot of the things that are good in this format. I think between Cleave and Rampaging Ferocidon, you're pretty reasonable against Field of the Dead. I'm going to start playing on the weekends tomorrow, or does that start Monday? So I am technically starting, it's kind of starting Sunday. So tomorrow afternoon, I am going to be playing in a Pioneer streamer tournament on Magic the Gathering Online that Todd Anderson has organized. I'm going to be playing Blue-Green Merfolk in that with Collected Company. And then Sunday morning, I'm going to be going live with my normal daytime schedule. And then I'm going to be taking 2 days off during the week this week, and then streaming every Saturday and Sunday moving forward while lockdown quarantine stuff is going on. So that way I can give Christy 2 days off during the week from trying to wrangle children while she also juggles some of her work. As always, everything will end up on the YouTubes. So if you can't watch on the weekend, you can watch it on the weekdays, the days when I'm off. Yeah, the next historic deck that... with Fall of the Thran and Terravor that Bob donated for will happen on Sunday then. All right. Yeah, I'm going to hit one more ad roll on my way out the door. Remember, if you want more stuff for myself, check out my website and my YouTube channel. Thanks, everybody, for the support, as always. Stay safe out there in this crazy world. And remember, millennials, I believe in you. You can survive without takeout. Go to the grocery store, stock up for a couple of weeks. We're going to be okay.